Do you run an online business? Chances are, if you do, you're going to need a lot of different kinds of legal documents in place to protect yourself and your business. Unfortunately, putting these legal documents together yourself can be such a time-consuming and difficult process, and then hiring a lawyer is really expensive, right? So what is the best solution then? In that case, there's really an easier way. What if you could get lawyer level protection without having to pay thousands of dollars to hire a lawyer? So this is where legal templates come in. Legal templates are like the best solution, and they should be like your best friend in business because they give you legal protection, especially if the ones that are written by a lawyer, such as the ones that I sell, and they don't cost you an arm or leg. And another really cool thing about legal templates is that you can instantly download them without having to wait on a lawyer to draft the contract, and you can also begin using them right away, and it doesn't take more than 10-15 minutes. They're basically done for you. So today we're going to talk about what 7 essential legal contracts that every entrepreneur should have in place for any small business, no matter what industry that you're in. We're also going to talk about first, like, what is exactly a contract? Like, why do you need it? Why is it so important? And then how you can put it all together, all of these different contracts yourself without having to hire a lawyer. And then I'm going to also show you some of the other essential legal templates that you should have in place, as well as my VIP legal bundle that you can download to get done with all of these legal documents and contracts within minutes. So if you're excited to get started, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Amira Irfan. I am the business lawyer, blogger, and coach behind eSelfGrew.com, where I have had the honor of helping thousands of entrepreneurs feel safe and protected about their businesses by either working with me one-on-one or simply downloading my legal templates. And today I have a free legal guide for you. So this is my way of thanking you for your time. I would love for you to download this free legal guide to learn the 3 most common legal mistakes I see entrepreneurs making. And trust me, these legal mistakes are super costly, that you could be fined, you could face thousands of dollars in legal damages. You want to avoid these legal mistakes in any kind of business that you have online. So go ahead and download the guide. It's going to be in the description of this video. And now let's get started. Now, before I get into the 7 essential legal document or contract templates that you should have for your business, I want to just quickly talk about the importance of contracts. There are at least 3 big reasons why you should always use a contract. Number 1, that they help protect you from legal liability and prevent lawsuits, right? Number 2, it just avoids disagreements and misunderstandings between both parties. So whether you're having that contract with the person that you're working with, anytime money is being exchanged, there's always a likelihood of misunderstandings and legal issues. So the contract just helps avoid all of that so that both parties are on the same page. Number 3, God forbid there is a legal issue, at least the contract will help protect your business interest, and it will be the governing, controlling document that the court or the both parties will rely upon to resolve the dispute amicably and cost effectively. Okay, so the very first legal contract template that you should absolutely have in place for your business, it's called terms and conditions. And I am sure that you've heard of them. You've either seen them online as terms of use, terms of purchase, terms of service. They're all kind of referring to the same legal document that governs the transaction between you and the person that you serve. So for example, if you have a website, you have website visitors, and you're going to need terms and conditions as your website rules to let people know what they can and cannot do with your content. Another example, let's say you sell products online, right? Any kind of products or services, you're going to need terms and conditions to also clarify what are your refund policies, what people can or cannot do with your content, how they should be able to use. So terms and conditions are really important for a couple of different reasons. Number 1, to protect your hard work, your intellectual property, so that people don't steal your content. And number 2, to also avoid legal disputes with customers or readers, right? Let's talk about the second legal contract template that you need. And this one is very, very popular, and people instantly download it from my legal store to make sure that they avoid any kind of intellectual property violations. So let me ask you this, comment below and let me know, have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to use someone's name, someone's photos, someone's videos, or maybe even audios in your podcast or any other kind of content, but you just weren't sure how to do it legally? There's so many of us in this situation, and I get this question all the time, that how do you legally do that? Well, this is the contract template that I put together for you to be able to do that. So what you need is what's called a media release agreement. It allows you to be able to get legal rights to use other people's intellectual property, whether it's their name, whether it's their videos or any content. And then it also releases you from legal liability so that you don't end up owing damages and that you don't end up owing them compensation or just suffer any other kind of legal liability. So I highly recommend that you check out this legal template in my store or just get it as part of my popular VIP legal bundle to just avoid any kind of legal issues and just to get that peace of mind, knowing that, hey, I'm doing things the right way and I'm not going to incur any kind of legal damages or liability because I use someone's content. Now, the third legal contract template that all business owners need, and this one I wish my dad had used when he was running his business because it could have avoided us a $90,000 lawsuit. But hey, I wasn't a lawyer yet, so I couldn't have advised him, right? Unfortunately, this lawsuit came when I was in college. I hadn't even thought about becoming a lawyer, but because watching my dad go through this disaster and this massive lawsuit, it just motivated me to become a lawyer to help entrepreneurs like you. But this is a really, really important legal contract in all seriousness. It's called independent contractor agreement or a freelance contract template. So anytime you're going to work with freelancers or independent contractors in your business, which all of us do, I mean, I got like so many freelancers that I work with, and I'm sure you do too, just make sure that you protect yourself from legal liability and use a contract, right? The whole premise behind it is to outline the scope of work, make sure that both parties are on the same page. And also there are important legal issues that surface, such as who owns the legal rights to the intellectual property created by the freelancer? Is it the client? Is it the freelancer? And this is why you need a contract template written by a lawyer that covers all of those important legal provisions that you don't think about until the dispute happens. So I put together a really comprehensive template based on my years of experience working as a lawyer. I've been doing this for more than 10 years and I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs. So I really recommend that you always use this template if you're going to offer your own freelance services to clients to protect yourself as a freelancer, or if you are the client hiring the freelancer, both parties can use this template and all the provisions are already in there for you. Before we get to the fourth legal contract template that you need in your business, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also comment below and let me know that if you are using any of these legal templates that we have just talked about. Now let's talk about the fourth legal document that you should have in place if you have a website or if you sell any kind of digital products. No matter what you do, you're going to need this. And I'm sure you've seen this around. It's called a disclaimer. The purpose of this legal document is to put people on notice so that you protect yourself from legal liability. The whole purpose is just the way the name sounds, disclaim legal liability. And so what you want to do is you want to tailor the disclaimer to your specific niche. So for example, if I'm talking about the legal stuff, I will have a legal disclaimer along the lines of that, hey, I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. This isn't legal advice and so forth. If you're talking about medical related content, then you're going to have a medical health disclaimer, right? That, hey, this is not medical advice, consult a doctor, health professional, and so forth. So you get the point. You need the disclaimer to limit your legal liability and also put people on notice that, so this way the information that you're sharing with them can't be used against you. And I have put together a really good disclaimer template that includes the limitation of legal liability language in there, the indemnification clauses, as well as limitation of legal liability for the content that you share, such as affiliate products or sponsorships, or let's say you get paid by brands to produce content. You're going to want to put disclaimers in place for that as well, so that you're not liable for those third-party links that you share on your website or social media. Now, the fifth legal document that all entrepreneurs need, especially if you have a website, is called a privacy policy. A privacy policy is not an optional legal document. You're legally required to post one on your site. So if you have people coming onto your site, or if you're selling something, you definitely need to post a privacy policy. And it's a legal document that lets people know who visit your site what information you're collecting from them and how are you going to use that information. And you also have different privacy laws that you have to ensure compliance with, such as the California Consumer Privacy Act, also known as CCPA, or the EU's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, and I'm sure you've heard of them. So it's always a great idea to make sure that you have a proper privacy policy that is drafted by a lawyer, that the template that you could use, because otherwise you risk getting sued, fined, audited by the Federal Trade Commission, which is the agency that regulates consumer privacy. Now, if you would like to make sure that your website is fully legally compliant, then I highly recommend that you check out this video where I walk you through the 3 essential legal pages that you should have in place, as well as ADA compliance. And then I also share my legal templates that you can instantly download to ensure compliance and get that peace of mind that you deserve. So the sixth legal document that you need is what's called a confidentiality agreement, or you may have heard of it as an NDA or non-disclosure agreement. This one is really, really important for any business owner, whether you're in the online space or offline space, because the thing is that if you don't protect your business secrets and trade secrets, then someone could totally misuse them and also steal your business assets and your work and learn everything about your business and become a competitor. As a matter of fact, this is what happened to one of our clients, Matt, right? So he had hired a virtual assistant, and she worked for him for a few months, and she gained access to all of his behind the scenes logins and information about the business. And then she totally ghosted him and ended up forming her own business, which was a direct competition to his, because she had already gained access to all of his work, and there was no legal recourse available to him because he never bothered to have a confidentiality agreement signed by her. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to work with anyone in your business, whether a virtual assistant, freelancer, or anyone that you hire, you should always have a confidentiality agreement in place to make sure that your business information is safeguarded and protected. Okay, so talking about the seventh legal contract template that you should have in place, but before that, I have a question. Do you have a business partner, or are you thinking about having a business partner in your business? Maybe a friend, maybe a significant other, maybe a relative. Just always make sure, do me a favor, just always make sure that you use a partnership agreement. Whenever 2 or more people are running a business, even if it's someone that is your best friend, just always protect yourself and your business and that relationship by having a partnership agreement in place. You have no idea that how many cases and how many legal issues that I have dealt with where people have trusted their best friends, they've trusted their relatives, their family, and then next thing you know, the relationship went sour, and also there were a lot of legal issues associated with that. So promise me that you won't be one of those people that just goes into partnership with another person without an agreement in place. Okay, so make sure that you protect yourself with a proper agreement that clearly outlines the scope of work, the partnership arrangement, what each partner is responsible for, and also some of the things that you don't think about, such as the partnership dissolution, right? What happens if one partner wants to get out, or one partner dies, and things like that. So if you need that template, I highly recommend you to check out my legal store, or just get it as part of my VIP legal bundle, which is an instant download of my 16 most popular legal templates, as well as it comes with $2,000 worth of 16 additional incredible bonuses that are not available anywhere else. This bundle is a steal, and don't take my word for it. Check out thousands of testimonials that I have received, love notes on my website, and even on this YouTube channel. So I definitely recommend that you check out the bundle. And to learn more, I also have this helpful blog post that I put together, which I will link in the description. Everything that I shared so far today will be in the description of this video, as well as the link to the VIP legal bundle or any of my legal templates. And everything that we discussed today in the video, you can instantly download those templates from my store to make your life easy, get that instant peace of mind, and to ensure that your business is safe and protected. Thank you so much for being with me today. If you have any questions, just comment below, and please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.